Hey everybody, welcome back to the Novelist. According to the stories so far, we've been pretty even with everybody. We've spent time with Tommy and our wife Linda. We're helping Tommy with his reading lessons every morning. And we sent Tommy to summer camp for a little bit. Linda's been painting. Dan's friend came to visit. So did Linda's parents. And we helped Dan not become an alcoholic, which is always a bonus. So we'll continue. Vacation. Alright. Let's see what there is to see. Paper right here. Home to a stunning display of natural beauty, Ochako National Forest is a perfect destination for hunters, wilderness enthusiasts, and weekend campers alike. One-of-a-kind rock formations provide exciting challenges for climbers, the many canyons offer scenic hiking experiences, and the swimming opportunities are many. Located less than 5 hours from Portland and less than 6 from the Central Coast, Ochako is perfect for a summer getaway. For more information or to request a brochure, please call a ranger station. Okay, so that's gonna be one of the cruxes today. We want to go somewhere. Blast off at Booster Bay. Come enjoy all the excitement of Booster Bay this weekend. We have a very special discount for all the young astronauts out there. Children under the age of 12 who bring their astrojet get free admission. Take a flight to remember on our world-famous rocket coaster, explore the inner workings of model spacecraft. Treat yourself to burgers, ice cream, cotton candy, and more. There's never been a better time to beat Booster Bay. To beat Booster Bay? God, I hope we don't beat it. Where is everybody? Ooh, hi Dan.
Anne, what's the latest with you? I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir-crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods and even started a few of my own. It's great getting away from the city, but I wouldn't exactly call this roughing it. Tommy's certainly having a good time exploring the woods. Sometimes we go together, and if I'm in the studio, he knows he can play outside where I can see him, and to stay away from the cliff. Do you remember when we were kids trying to jump the creek in the woods behind the house? I think Tommy's getting into that phase now, climbing trees and all that. Oops, I got a little carried away there. You probably don't need to hear about all of our outdoor adventures. Sorry about that. Well, let me know how you're doing. Love, Linda.
Cute. Oops. Oh, they turned that light off. Okay, so somebody's gonna want to go one place, someone's gonna want to go another place, and we have to probably mediate. Journal here.
I've got to stay on the book. This is my chance to do something people remember, something that matters. If this one isn't good enough, there might not even be a next one. Certainly not one without all sorts of publisher strings attached. This is why we saved up enough to take the summer off. I'm out of excuses. Of course, a long weekend would be fun, but that's also the problem. How do you stay hungry when you've gotten used to weekend getaways? How do you recapture that feeling of being a broke college kid chasing a dream? How do you get back out on that limb again, scared it's gonna break, but inching out anyway? Listen to me. Wound up so tight. Maybe taking one night off might help after all.
Yeah, it sure will, dude. Anything in the bathroom? No. I think there's only been one time that there's been anything there. Oh, you're gonna make me... Ooh, you're gonna make me be risky. You turned off my escape lamp. How could you?
Hey, pumpkin.
Papers. Oh, there's so many papers. Do not fear death. One page at a time. An idea that's not dangerous isn't an idea. Opportunity. Already read that one. You could be working a regular job right now. Boy, you sure could. Him and his mom.
Penny, thanks so much for your letter. It made my day. Tramer's Way came out a while ago now, so I don't get letters like this too often. Writing can be a pretty isolating profession at times, which makes it a big boost to hear that someone out there is getting something from my work. Your support means the world to me. To answer your question, I'm indeed in the midst of writing a new book. I don't have a title or a release date yet, but I'm plugging away on it slowly but surely. I plan to finish it by the end of summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks again for your kind words. Dan Kaplan.
Oh, he's got fan mail. I read that? Yeah. Okay. So he's getting motivational on us. Which is good, I guess. Do you have any more? Yep. You and your rocket. Kiddo loves rockets.
It's been so long.
He wants to stay, she wants to go to the park, and he wants to go to... Tommy, don't look at me, okay, buddy? Hey, Linda.
3 days.
What are we thinking about?
Dan and I had a great talk tonight after Tommy went to bed. I could tell it was hard for him, but he admitted that his drinking had gotten out of hand. I guess sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. He even gave jogging a shot, and I think that might have been the biggest wake-up call. He couldn't even get through half a mile without being winded. He's sticking with it, though, and I'm glad we have our nights back again.
Hell yeah, Linda. Well, I can't wait to see what her third painting is. I guess this is going to be the last. I guess this is a 3-part series. What's up?
I'm going out for a hike.
Okay, be safe.
Okay. Linda, you want to come over here and stop pondering for a second?
Stupid thing.
Gotta read your journal. Thank you.
3 days in, I'm still trying to figure out where to take the new piece. It's changing as I go, which is always exciting and sort of the point, but this one feels a little aimless. I keep snapping out of a daze and realizing I've been staring out the window for 5 minutes instead of working. When we first got here, I was excited to have a studio with so many windows and so much natural light, but now it feels almost like a cage. Why be this close to nature but not be, well, in it? Actually, cage isn't the right word. This place is beautiful, and there are so many more trees than back home. I guess it's more of a reminder when it's right there the whole time, not just an idea or something for the weekend. Anyway, back to the painting. I'm not going to get anything done on it sitting here writing.
Okay. Could go camping, that's why I brought my camping pack.
This house is old.
Sure is, don't look. Thank you. Tommy bedroom? Tommy bedroom. You want to go to space camp. Well, the space museum thing. Oh shit.
Be careful, honey.
You got one more. What's your drawing? Is it still you and Daddy being sad? Yeah, baby, it is! Will Tommy ever be happy? They said my rocket makes it free at Booster Bay. Oh, Dan. But
Want to
listen,
get something to eat in a little bit?
I'd love that.
listen, buddy. Going out and hanging out with your family, that's the best inspiration you can ask for, King. Where's your wife? Why are you here?
It's just...
It's just... Yeah, I wish your car didn't take so long either, buddy.
And then...
I don't know. You see that?
Fuck, nope. I've been spotted!
Knew I saw it.
No, 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 no. You didn't. There's no ghosts. There's no ghosts. There's no ghosts in this house.
Maybe it's
hell?
here.
There's no ghosts in this house. Yeah, you're seeing things, buddy.
No, it was something.
No, you don't. Dana stopped looking for you, but now he's become suspicious. If he spots you again, he'll become spooked, and you won't be able to find a compromise with him in this chapter. You can check the family stats by pressing tab. Well, I don't think I was going to compromise with you anyway. I think we were going to go to the nature place and then go hang out with Tommy. Where are you going? Why are you like this?
Oh, what is that?
Get back to the...
Alright. What are you reading about?
Haven't had a drink on a weeknight in 2 weeks. Came up with a new slogan. Write sober, rewrite sober, rewrite sober. Hemingway it's not, but it's good to smooth things over with Linda and Tommy a bit. Gotta admit, I don't miss hangovers, but still, I do sometimes miss sitting down with a drink and a crazy idea.
Well, you don't have to be dry when you write, buddy. Just like make it a once or twice a week thing, and don't like drink that much. You were according to Linda going like 4 drinks before you even sat down at the typewriter. That's not good.
I was worried.
You know, can always be better.
Alright, so what do you want? Grab some firewood, build a bonfire, and camp on the beach! Oh, no! Oh, well, this was gonna be easy. This was gonna be so easy if he wanted to stay home. I could just do Linda and Tommy. But he wants to go out too, have a bonfire on the beach. I think we're still gonna do Linda and Tommy, honestly.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud.
We'll probably do Tommy. Because it's been a while since we did anything for him. And then we'll go compromise with Linda. Because she deserves to go outside. Diary of K. Williams, May 15th. It is late, but I must record my thoughts. Perhaps it will help me make some sense of them. I should not say thoughts, as there is only one thought on my mind. I look back but a week and see that when I arrived, my only thought was of Jay being gone. That sad thought has been replaced by another. What if I were gone as well? I feel regret in the simple writing of those words. If I am truthful, it is not a thought that has occurred to me before. I cannot be sure where it came from. It is almost as if it was put in place by something I do not understand. I must think of my family and their heartache. Our children have lost one parent. I could not bear to hurt them again, though they are all grown and have no practical need of me. Yet I had no strictly practical need of Jay, and look at where that loss has left me. Perhaps I will venture into town tomorrow. Maybe some stranger, unknowing, will show me some kindness, some small thing that plants a seed of hope. Oh, honey. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Come on. We're not a shit ghost. We're not gonna, like, push her into making a stupid decision. She just needs to reconnect. What's this? May 16th. I feel shame looking back on last night's entry, yet it does clarify the choices before me. I can walk to the cliff, close my eyes, lean forward, and be done. It would not be hard. Or I can find a path forward without Jay. I hold no hope that I will find another love in the autumn and winter of my life, but perhaps there is a peace to be found. I went into town this morning and stopped at the cafe. I sat at a sidewalk table and sipped coffee, watching people pass now and then as they lived their lives. I will never think of my time in this house fondly. The circumstances make such a remembrance an impossibility. But I know that my time here has allowed me to part the fog that clouded my mind when I arrived. I now know that there are 2 paths before me, All that is left is to choose. Okay, come on, live your best life. Let's go camping. Yes. Sorry, Dan! We can... It's fine. You'll be fine. You're a man. You'll be fine. You're a big boy. It wouldn't have been a real summer vacation without Tommy getting to do something special. So they grabbed Tommy's toy rocket and drove to Booster Bay for a weekend of candy, ice cream, and roller coasters. Tommy's excitement surprised even his parents. He wore himself out going on every ride as many times as he could, and he slept in the car all the way back. Dan knew he couldn't make time for a long camping trip. It was important to his wife, though, so he promised her that as soon as things settled down, he would go on a trip. She was disappointed, but knew that he was trying his best and that a rain check was better than nothing. Oh, Dan. Bruh. Dan tried to work by jotting ideas in his notebook during the weekend's few spare moments, but it was no use. The break in routine disrupted his rhythm, and on the drive home he got so lost in thought trying to remember where he'd left off that he drifted off the road and almost crashed the car? Holy shit, Dan! That's not healthy, King. What the fuck? The funeral? Oh, Jesus. Oh no, who died, Linda? Thank you for leaving some lights on.
Anne, I just got off the phone with
Grandma
Mom.
Joe!
She told me about Grandma Joe. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year.
Oh.
Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love, Linda.
Aww. 21st of this month on your calendars. For one day only, watch the world-famous Fighter 5 as they scream across the sky. Oh, we're gonna have to miss that. I hope that's not Dan. Dan, big news. Got a call from Bracket Books in Eugene, and they want you to do a reading from Windsong. Maybe even some Q&A, some book signings, all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm gonna be pretty pissed if you don't. Bracket is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Tramer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it, too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That one was pretty good. Bracket Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there, Paul. P.S. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advance on the next book. Oh, dear. Sorry, Tommy. We are not going to go see fighter jets. Call Paul anyway to move it. Is it announced yet? Oh, fuck, Tommy. Jesus Christ, kid. You can't have a new plane. Yeah, he wants to go see the... whatever. Hey, Linda. Just jump right into your head, girl. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
So much for a choco. I wish I hadn't done so much research to find sites and trails, because now I keep catching myself daydreaming about them instead of working. I still need to get out of the house. I've done the Ridge Trail probably 15 times now, and it hardly seems worth it anymore. Finding new spots is half the point. At least Dan promised that as soon as things settled down, he'd come on a camping trip. I don't like him dictating our schedule like that, but I understand the stress he's under. At least he didn't try to shut it down completely. He says he's just trying to manage things the best he can.
Why didn't you go by yourself, Linda? You and Tommy. I thought that's what you were gonna do. I thought for sure they'll just leave Dan. About Grandma. Oh, sweetie. Journal.
I walked out to the bluff to remember Grandma Joe and say goodbye. And on the way back, I started thinking about what it really means to have a family, to make that your focus. She seemed to take such joy in being surrounded by her family, providing for them, taking care of them. I hope I never took that for granted. When I got back to the house, a question hit me that I can't get out of my head. What will Tommy think about Dan and me when he gets older? And what if Tommy has kids of his own? I can't even begin to think of myself as a grandmother. I haven't even been a mother for that long, and I'm still feeling my way through what it means to be a good one. At least I'll always have an example. I miss you, Grandma Joe, and I'll never forget you. I promise.
Girl, you're gonna make me cry. Well, let's go see what she wants. Hold on. He needs to call and buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral. Yeah, Dan. You need to be with your wife.
Just be here for me.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Shut up, Dan. Fucker's gonna make me cry. I made it this far. I'm not gonna cry.
It's not that I don't like having fun. It's just there's a rhythm to writing, a routine, muscle memory. Trying to keep notes in a notebook isn't the same as sitting down to a blank page and feeling the silence, knowing that you've got to make that typewriter make some noise. There's certainly something to be said for getting away from your work for a bit, but there's no getting away from the book this late in the game. Only a feeling that you're not working as hard as you should be. There's a busted mailbox on Bypass 66 to prove it.
Buddy, I think you're a little too obsessed with this. Tell you the truth. Oh, shit. Fuck. Let me out. Do some serious work. No, you're going to your wife's grandmother's funeral. Tommy, can you come upstairs? Show my friends all my drawings at school. Yeah, they'll fucking love it. You're gonna be an artist, Tommy, just like your mom. Speaking of, you don't have anything new in here for me. Good. Is there anything new in here for me in here? Yep.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is
much, much sadder. Where you at, Tommy? Where'd you go? Tommy. Hey, where'd your kid go? He's gotta be upstairs. And there he is. Pack. Nope. Absolutely not, King. Oh, but you're so happy about spending time with your dad. Ooh, I hate to do this to you.
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Rip. Magazine says there's gonna be tons of planes. Sorry. I'm not that sorry, Tommy, but I am kind of sorry. The funeral is more important. You need to show that you're there for your wife. You can buckle down on the chapter later. So I understand that that is also important. Because you're fucking crashing the car into mailboxes. May 19th. I have decided, and I am sure of my decision. I do not know which is right or wrong, only that my choice is my own. It took 3 days. 3 days alone, letting whatever calming influences here, for I am sure there is something, guide my thoughts. I thought about Jay and talked with Jay in my mind, and I know that this is right. I cannot think about the path not taken, only the one ahead. Better be okay, Kay. You better be good, Kay. I'ma start swinging if you're not good, Kay. I don't think... Has there ever been a paper in here for me to look at? I don't think so. I think it's only... Forgotten all about me. Miss Joe too. Bitch, shut up. I don't... I thought there was usually 2. Hold on, let me just... No, there's definitely only 1 today. I checked in... Hold on, I checked in here, right? It's not one hiding, no? Okay. Didn't think so. Let's pick your chapter. Sorry, Tommy, you got to go to the Rocket Fest, and Mom didn't even get to go camping. Why should Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought a ticket and flew to Denver with her. The funeral was hard, but having Dan there made it easier to bear. They stayed up late the night of the funeral, as Linda told Dan about Grandma Joe, and they talked of maybe being grandparents themselves one day. Dan talked Paul into a compromise. He would work on the chapter and send it to Paul as soon as he could, then Paul would try to talk Brackett into including an excerpt in their quarterly in-store preview. It wouldn't have the same impact as a personal appearance, but it would still build some awareness. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Tommy. When Dan told Tommy they wouldn't be able to go to the show, Tommy had a crying fit and tried to tear up the magazine. It worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like that for almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing they'd hoped to avoid by spending the summer in such a quiet, peaceful place. Yeah, it's because he's upset that his parents aren't prioritizing him. Road ahead. Summer's coming to an end. Oh boy.
Barb, by the time you get this, we'll be on our way home, so don't write me back here. It's hard to believe this summer's almost over. So much has happened. The show, getting used to life up here, painting more than I have in years, losing Grandma Joe, figuring out where Dan and I are. Part of me doesn't want to leave, but I know it's time. They say you can't go home again. I think I know what that means now. I don't have it in me to explain everything here, but things will never be the same. I don't even know what home I'm going back to. The only thing I do know is that I'm ready to start painting again. For real, like I did before Tommy. I'm scared and excited and nervous all at the same time. I just wish I knew how we were going to make it work. I hope this finds you well. Yours, Linda.
Okay, it sounds positive so far. Pause. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, after additional consideration, I'd like to augment my recommendation. I believe that the best course of action for Tommy's development will be continued tutoring throughout the school year. It'll be important to coordinate with his teachers and make sure the lessons are aligned. As before, encouragement from both of you is a critical component. Mr. Kaplan, I have observed that Tommy looks to you in particular for validation, which I believe comes from a connection he's made with your profession. If at all possible, you should be a part of his tutoring, although Mrs. Kaplan is more than capable of aiding him as well. I hope I haven't overstepped my bounds by contacting you, but Tommy is a bright boy, and I think with the proper support he can not only catch up, but excel. I understand you'll be leaving town shortly, but please don't hesitate to contact me by phone during the school year if I can be of help. Dr. Donald Samuels. Okay. So what do we got today? Friends. Oh boy. Mr. Kaplan, we have reached a decision and are pleased to offer you the position of Assistant Professor of Literature. We had many applicants for the position, and after careful review, we feel your history with the university and your status as a published author will give you a unique connection to our students. We apologize for the lateness of the decision, but administrative adjustments delayed our annual budget review, and the position was only recently approved for hire. Professor Strode will handle your course load until September 21st, at which point you will take over classes. We will provide temporary housing for you during this speedy transition, but need your answer as soon as possible. Your offer letter is enclosed. Please sign and return it at your earliest convenience. Thomas Castle, Hardesty University. Hey, Tommy. What you doing, kid? Oh, bye. Why did Daddy... Because Daddy has a job and a wife who lost a grandmother. Linda. I'm pleased to meet you. Well, by letter, anyway. I'm surprised we've never met, considering how small the art community is. But from your letter, it sounds like you may not have been as active as you'd have liked for a few years. Regardless, I'm very excited to tell you more about our work here. At a high level, the program is simple. We're a collective of artists who use our work for the betterment of our city. We host fundraiser galleries, donate our work to charity auctions, and teach art classes. We offer both paid and unpaid courses, and all proceeds from the paid courses go to local charities, usually the food bank. Our free courses are part of a pioneer program we've recently started, where we provide a safe place for victims of violence, members of our local AA chapter, and even parolees trying to get back on their feet. The program is still in its early stages, but we've been very pleased with the results. It's a very exciting time. Anyway, you'll find more details in the enclosed information packet. I'd love to talk to you about joining in person when you return to Laurenton. Ah, it's gonna be who gets the job, Could make a difference, you're right. Tommy. Got anything in here? No? Cool. Hi, Dan. Might not get another shot tonight.
2 hours. We'd have to
How
move.
long is the drive?
How long is it? 2 hours you'd have to move. If he takes that job. Come here, gimme.
Paul was mad, but he understood. It helped that I threw him a bone with the quarterly idea. I think it appealed to his competitive nature. He said he wasn't sure it would work, but I knew he was sandbagging. He probably took it as a personal challenge and called Brackett to pitch the idea as soon as we hung up.
Okay.
Ooh, nothing. It's not done yet.
This could be it. An associate professorship at Hardesty? It's entry-level, sure, but everyone has to start somewhere, and it's the perfect situation for writing. The sabbatical program alone makes the job worth it, and the thought of actually working with Professor May? Wait, I guess I'd be calling him Philip now. That'll take some getting used to. But moving's a big step. I can't imagine a new school with new kids would be easy for Tommy. I know staying in Laurenton would be better for him and Linda, but they aren't handing out professorships on the corner. This isn't the kind of offer you pass up without a very good reason. But I might have 2 good reasons.
You do.
Tried to sleep on it last night. What a joke. You have to be able to sleep for that to work.
Okay.
I just talked things over with Dan, and we really have some serious thinking to do. The job at Hardesty sounds like a great opportunity for him, but moving would be so hard on us. I really want to join Art for All, and after everything we've been through with Tommy, it would be better for him to have some stability.
Yeah.
I could even go full-time if Dan found a steady job, though I know he can't do that if he takes on extra tutoring with Tommy, and I'd never fault him for that. If we stay in Laurenton and Dan works with Tommy, I could still do the program part-time. Either way, it'd be better for Tommy and me than moving. But I know that professorship would mean so much to Dan. Can't everything be simple just once?
Oh, Dan. Let me get into your office. You turned off the fucking lamp in your office, you bitch. Don't.
Paul, there were days when I thought this moment would never come. When I finish writing this, I'm going to pack everything up and drop the manuscript in the mail. My palms are sweating just thinking about letting it go. I had no idea how hard it would be to finish this one. It took everything I had, and it's hard to look back over the summer without laughing. To think the plan was to get away from everything and just focus on the book. but you can't get away from yourself. Life doesn't give a damn about geography. I don't know when you'll get this, or where we'll be when you do, or what you'll think. I know what I think, but objectivity left the building months ago. Some days I think this is the one. Other days I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach that says my career is over. All I can do is drop this in the mail and hope. Here goes.
Yeesh. Everything sucks. Just drop the envelope in the mail. Yeah, the one for the...
Can't beat me.
The one for the professorship. I have to
Hey, honey, what you doing?
agree with... Where the fuck is Tommy? Tommy is never here. You just want to read with your fucking dad. Oh, hi, Tommy. Don't want to make new friends. I know, buddy. I don't think you will. I don't think we're giving Dan the thing. Did I say it was my best friend? Yeah, give me your brain. I don't want your thoughts.
You'd make new ones, buddy.
What about my friends?
Yeah. Are you gonna be sad again, Tommy? No, he's still happy! Ah! We did it, boys. Nope. Shit. Why do you turn off your lamp all the time, kid? Hey, Linda. Oh, I've already read this. Oh. Oops, I don't want to be there.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
Yeah, especially not with fucking Paul.
I could even go full time if...
You can say it. If I got a real job.
Yeah. Oof. What do you want, Ma? Send my second painting for the full-time application. What does Tommy want? Stop turning off that light. That's my only way out of here. What did you want? Show my friends my new backpack at school. Tommy got his win today. So did Linda. I just don't think that it's good for... There are no compromises for this decision! Oh, fuck! Selecting the backpack means that the Kaplans will stay in Laurenton, which will also let Linda work with Art for All part-time. Dan will have to turn down the offer from Hardesty. There are no compromises for this decision. Well, let's go see what Linda's would be. Dad's typing away. Selecting the canvas means that the Kaplans will stay in Laurenton, which will also let Tommy go back to his own school. Dan will have to turn down the offer from Hardesty. There are no compromises for this decision. So it's the same decision, or...
That's what I want to do.
Wow, you want to stop looking at me? And where's this envelope that you have? That's right here, thanks. The Kaplans will move to Blairstown. Linda won't be able to work with Art for All, and Tommy will have to start at a new school. No, okay, let's go with Linda. That is gonna be the... Oh. Hold on, Linda, can you come over here, honey?
The light again?
Yeah, the light again. Just don't look at me while I... Ah, okay, we did it. Alright. Sorry, Dan, but your kid and your wife need some stability. As much as we'd love for you to have a real job, there are more Journals? There's gotta be one more journal. I want to know what happened to Kay. Say all my new words. Yeah, buddy. All your new words. God, you know so many. Oh boy. No journals today. Not for me. Oh boy. Dan realized that supporting his wife didn't mean completely giving up on his writing career, so he declined the professorship and started looking for a part-time job. Linda joined Art for All full-time, where she blossomed as an artist. After a few months, she started her own workshop for recovering alcoholics, and she knew she'd found her calling. Tommy was happy to see his friends on the first day of school, and although his schoolwork was still difficult, he was glad he hadn't had to move. The stability of going to the same school was good for him, and his mother explained to him how hard it had been for his father to turn down a new job. In his own way, Tommy understood. Don't make it seem like it's his fault. Dan could barely get the words out when he called Hardesty to decline the offer. He knew they wouldn't care about his reasons, and he turned the job down with full knowledge that he might never receive such an offer again. He would have to keep clawing his way forward, praying that the next advance check would come. His career depended on nothing but the quality of his work. Yeesh, buddy. Write as a hobby. And that's how the Kaplan summer in the house on the cliff came to an end. It was much more than just a single season on the coast. Dan's choices there would come to define the rest of his life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dan sent his final draft to Grovefield with a knot in his stomach. He knew it wasn't very good, and readers agreed. It sold poorly, and he only published one more book after that. It came and went without anyone much noticing, and when he looked back on his life, he thought that was a good summary of his career, too. Oh, sweaty. When they left the house, Dan and Linda's love was deeper than it had ever been. They spent the rest of their lives on an endless honeymoon, traveling and embracing life in a way that few couples ever do. They grew old together, always secure in a deep love that carried them through whatever life handed them. Oh, yes, good end. Tommy. And by summer's end, Tommy was a new kid. He returned to school full of joy and became one of the most popular kids in his class. Though unlike most of the cool kids, he remained friendly and grounded. By high school, he began getting national attention for his drawing ability, and after going to one of the most prestigious art schools in America, he became an award-winning graphic novelist beloved by fans, friends, and family alike. Best end. Dan would look back on that summer from time to time and wonder why he had made the choices he had. He never quite shook the feeling that the voice in his head had been more than just a voice, and in quiet moments he even imagined that he had been a character in someone else's novel. At times, he was almost sure of it. Damn, okay. Let's let this roll.
A yard that's free of worthless moan, a ship on which we're all a-stowing, a tattered hand in need of sewing. With every rock and every step, with every fish and every catch, I'm falling towards your safety net. Oh, grassy river, Everglades, we failed to grow a sugar cane. I never learned to show my fate to you, to to
And that is that. I imagine there's a bunch more endings than the one I got, depending on how you prioritized everybody. I'm sure there's an ending where Dan writes an award winner and Tommy keeps struggling. But I think we got the best one. Because even if, even if you're not writing as a career, even if Dan isn't following that dream, nothing is stopping him from setting up a typewriter at home and just writing. And shoot, getting that done and getting it published still. So I think we got the best ending we could ask for. Even though Dan's book kind of flopped. But that's life. As long as you have love and family, that's all you can ever really ask for. So that was The Novelist. If you stuck around this long, thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope I get to see you next time. Whenever that may be, whatever game that might be. So I'll get out of here. Hope you have a good day, evening, night, whatever. I'll catch you next time. Bye.